Senator Pimentel, you may proceed.
Yes, Mr. President. I will not address the political statements of the movant and the seconding parties, Mr. President. Ang tanong nila kung makakain ba daw itong impeachment process. Pero marami namang bagay sa buhay na importante rin na hindi nahahawakan. Tulad ng hustisya. Ang hustisya, hindi nga natin makita, hindi natin mahawakan niya, pero napakahalagang bagay po sa buhay ng tao.
Mr. Presiding Officer, the 3 impeachment complaints filed were never referred to the office of the Speaker. Instead, a 4th verified impeachment complaint signed by more than 200 congressmen, which now constitutes the articles of impeachment, was transmitted to the Senate. This brings into question the legality of such move when the Constitution provides that no impeachment proceeding shall be initiated against the same official more than once within a period of 1 year. Para sa ordinaryong mamamayan at lalo na sa aming mga binigyan ng tungkulin na maging senator judge sa paglilitis na ito, this opens up a lot of questions. At ang iniiwasan natin ay yung magpapasya tayo sa isang bagay na makakaapekto sa buhay ng bawat Pilipino. Makakaapekto sa trabaho natin na makatulong sa tao. Tapos hindi naman pala dumaan sa tamang proseso. Yes, we are senator judges tasked to decide on this matter, and we took an oath to be impartial. But this matter, whether it went through the right process or not, should be first decided upon and settled with no question prior to that. We are all for accountability. In fact, maganda nga sana mapakita ng accused at ng accusers kung may ebidensya ba o wala. Pero bilang mga mababatas, dapat siguraduhin alinsunod ito sa batas at tamang proseso. Dapat hindi na circumvent ang batas. Dapat nasunod ang due process at ang rules. Hindi pwedeng shortcut. Justice delayed is justice denied, and justice conducted the wrong way is no justice at all. Anong nangyari sa 3 naunang impeachment complaints? Bakit hindi ito agad na-refer sa Speaker's Office? Bakit hindi ito isinama sa order of business within 10 session days? At bakit hindi ito inirefer sa tamang komite within 3 session days after its inclusion in the order of business as mandated by our Constitution? Tila dinribo lang ito at hindi pinaandar ang shot clock. Parang hindi po ma-technical sa oras. Sa basketball nga, hindi pwedeng puro dribble lang. May shot clock po yan at may oras na dapat mong obserbahan. Pangalawang issue na dapat bigyang linaw ay kung maaari bang tumawid ang impeachment case sa 20th Congress. This is the first time in our history that an impeachment case was filed nearing the expiration of a legislative Congress. The reality is we do not have enough time to finish the impeachment trial this Congress. Mag-aabot na po ang 19th at 20th Congresses at magkakaroon na ng new set of senator judges by June 30. Maging tayo hindi magkasundo kung paano bang tumawid ito sa next Congress o hindi. Mr. Presiding Officer, ilan lang po ito sa katanungan na legality na hindi pa nasasagot. Mayroon pa pong pending sa Supreme Court challenging the legality of the impeachment case. Baka masayang lang ang oras natin dito if in the end this complaint suffers from constitutional infirmities. Let us focus on what is important for our people that we serve. Hustisya sa tamang paraan at serbisyo na makakatulong sa mga Pilipino. Yun po ang kailangan ng taong bayan. Yun ang dapat pagtuunan ng pansin. Mr. Presiding Officer, para sa akin, mas mabuting unahin natin ang tunay nating trabaho. Ang pagseserbisyo sa taong bayan, maraming nasasayang na oras sa isyong ito na hindi naman mapapakinabangan ng ordinaryong Pilipino. This issue has already been too divisive. Ilang buwan na po. Mag-focus sana tayo sa pangunahing mandato ng legislatura, ang gumawa ng mga batas at magsulong sa mga programa na tunay na tutugon sa mga pangangailangan ng ating mga kababayan, lalong-lalo na po yung mga mahirap at walang ibang malalapitan kundi ang gobyerno. Marami pa pong mga pending bills pa po hanggang ngayon na hindi pa natin natatapos with 1 working day na lang po. Baka hindi pa po may papasa. At ito po'y mapapakinabangan ng mga kababayan natin. Dapat yan po ang ating unahin. As raised by some of our colleagues yesterday, that in as far as the impeachment case is concerned, based on the results of the recent midterm elections, I believe the Filipino people have decided at ang kanilang desisyon, mas gusto po nilang tutukan natin ang trabaho at serbisyo. Tama na, tigilan na natin ang pamumulitika. 3 taon na lang po matatapos na ang termino ng Vice Presidente. Election na naman at antayin nyo lang sana. Ang importante sa ating mga kababayan ay may pagkain sa kanilang hapagkainan. May matibay na healthcare system na kayang tumugon sa pangangailangan ng may sakit, disenteng trabaho at marangal na pagkakakitaan, dekalidad at abot kayang edukasyon, at ang katiyakan at panatag na ligtas silang makakauwi kahit sa gabi. Hindi naman nakakain itong impeachment. Sana pwede ninyong ikonsidera at the very least, bago tayo maglitis dito, siguraduhin muna natin na nasa tama na prosesong tinahak natin dito. At the very least nga, sabi ko, marahil pwedeng ibalik o i-remand muna na ito sa pinagmulan sa House of Representatives dahil marami pang ang katanungan ang legally hindi nasasagot. Mas mabuting siguraduhin natin na sumunod sa proseso ang anumang kaso na ating diringgin para hindi masayang ang ating oras. Sangayon po ako na hindi natin ito dapat patagalin. Kahit si Vice President Sara Duterte gusto naman harapin ang kaso, ngunit wala ring dapat may gusto na madaliin po ito. Paano kung magsimula na tayo ngayon at magdesisyon ang Supreme Court na unconstitutional ang ginawang procedure ng House of Representatives? Paano kung sabihin nila na hindi pwedeng tumawid sa 20th Congress? Ano ang magiging aksyon natin? This puts us in a possible conflict with the decision of the Supreme Court. We must be prudent about this matter. Mr. Presiding Officer, I just want to reiterate, hindi ko po tinatalikuran ang aking sinumpaang mandato. Tungkulin ko yan as Senator Judge kahit araw-araw tayong maglitis dito. But we would also be remiss of our duty kung hindi natin siguraduhin na dumaan ito sa tamang prosesong nakasaad sa ating konstitusyon. At kilala ko po ang mga Duterte, Mr. Presiding Officer. Hindi sila tumatakas sa accountability, hindi sila tumatalikod sa hamon ng buhay, hindi sila tumatalikod sa kanilang tungkulin. Maraming beses nang sinabi ni dating Pangulong Duterte na handa nga siyang sumagot at harapin ang mga inaakusa sa kanya, pero dito po sa ating bayan, hindi sa ibang bansa. Nabanggit din po ni Vice President Sara Duterte na handa siyang harapin ang impeachment case laban sa kanya. Hindi ito issue ng pagtakas sa accountability. Ang gusto natin dito, siguraduhin na nasunod ang tamang proseso. We must respect and abide by the procedure laid out in our Constitution. Hindi pwedeng mamili lang tayo ng mga provision na ating susundin. We are all bound to the rule of law and we must follow due process. That is all, Mr. Presiding Officer.
Thank you, Senator Go. Before Senator Ontiveros, Chair would like to first acknowledge Senator Padilla. What is the pleasure of Senator Judge Padilla?
Maraming salamat po, Tagapangulong Pinunong Hukom. Mga mahal kong hukom, alam ko po na napakainit at napakamabigat ang hangin dito sa ating bulwagan. Punong-puno ng tensyon, palaisipan. Pero habang abala po tayo sa politika, maraming mahalagang panukala ang hindi nabibigyan ng pansin. Mga panukalang batas na hindi tungkol sa kapangyarihan, kundi tungkol sa buhay, sa sakit, sa gutom, sa karapatan ng manggagawa. Tulad na lamang po ng Medical Cannabis Bill. Hindi po ito usaping droga. Ito'y usaping dignidad. Araw-araw may mga batang may epilepsy, may mga cancer patients, may mga nanay at tatay na umiiyak sa sakit, humihingi ng legal na lunas. Nandito na po ang solusyon, pero pinapatagal pa natin. Gaano ba katagal natin hahayaang magdusa ang kapwa natin? Isa pa po, ang mga panukala ukol sa pagtataas ng minimum wage ng mga manggagawa sa pribadong sektor. Hindi po nagpapahinga ang presyo ng bilihin. Ang pamasahe, pagkain, renta, lahat po ay tumataas. Pero ang sahod, naiiwan. Kailangan po nating ipaglaban ang manggagawang Pilipino. Ibigay na natin ang nararapat para sa kanila. Isa pa po, ang Revised Cooperative Code Bill na nakapasa na sa ikatlong pagbasa sa mababang kapulungan at pinagdidiskusyonan pa rin sa komite sa Senado. Ito po para sa mga magsasaka, mangingisda at maliliit na negosyante. Pinal na sana, isang boto na lang pero naisang tabi pa. Sila po ang bumubuhay sa probinsya. Sila rin ang tunay na haligi ng lokal na ekonomiya. Bakit natin sila pinaghihintay? Mga mahal kong kasama sa Senado, unang-una na po ang aking BFF. I love you, pare. Alam kong may kinakaharap tayong seryosong krisis pampolitika. Pero hindi po dahilan yon para kalimutan ang tunay na trabaho natin, ang maglingkod sa bayan. Ang hustisya pwedeng isabay sa serbisyo, hindi kailangang mamili. Pakiusap ko po, huwag nating hayaang matabunan ng ingay ng politika ang sigaw ng ordinaryong Pilipino. Habang pinagdidibatihan natin ang impeachment, may mga kababayan tayong hinihintay ang gamot, dagdag sahod at ng pag-asa. Bawat araw ng delay, may nawawalan ng lakas ng loob. Bawat hindi pagtutok, may Pilipinong nawawala ang tiwala. Ilan lamang ito sa mga panukalang batas na naantala dahil sa usapin ng impeachment. Ito po ang panawagan ko bilang inyong kasama. Tulungan natin ang mga panukalang tunay na may silbi. Panahon na po para pakinggan ng bayan. Naniniwala po ako na ang pag-usad ng impeachment ay hindi makabubuti sa ating bayan. Ang ganitong hakbang ay hindi lamang nagbubunsod ng lalong pagkakahati-hati ng ating sambayanan, kung hindi isa ring sagabal sa patuloy na pagganap ng ating mga tungkulin legislatura, lalo na po sa Senado. Sa halip na ituon natin ang ating oras, talino at lakas sa mga panukalang batas at programang makatutulong sa pagbangon ng ating ekonomiya at kapakanan ng mamamayan, tayo'y nalilihis sa usaping hindi agarang dapat aksyonan. Napapabalita pa nga na bumagsak po ang ating net foreign direct investment inflows ng bansa mula Marso ngayong taon dahil sa political instability. Pati na rin po ang ating turismo sa bansa. Mula Enero hanggang Abril itong taon, ang dami ng dumarating na turista sa bansa ay bumaba ng 0.82% kumpara noong nakaraang taon. Lahat po ito political instability. Mga mahal kong kasama, ang impeachment na ito ay napakarami ding chismis, napakaraming iskandalo ng tungkol sa bayaran, sa alok, ng kung ano-ano. Dahil po dito, muli po, inihikayat ko ang aking mga kapwa lingkod bayan na bigyang prioridad ang pagkakaisa, katatagan ng ating institusyon at kapakanan ng sambayan ng Pilipino. Maraming salamat po.
Senator, what is the pleasure of Senator Judge Pimentel?
Since there is a motion, I think, Mr. President, and the motion is to dismiss the entire impeachment case. So this representation has no choice but to object to the motion. And if I can, just like the movement, if I can also now give my reasons, Mr. President.
Gentleman,
Before that, with the indulgence of the minority leader.
what is the
Senator
pleasure of Senator Judge Cayetano?
Just to clarify the motion before we debate on it, because I heard Senator Bongo second, but he also stated that okay din i-remand. Because personally, I'm against the dismissal, but I would be willing to hear arguments on remanding. So I'm sorry, Senator Pimentel, I just want to know, is Senator Bongo actually proposing to amend the motion of Senator Judge Bato, and is Judge Bato amendable to that? Sorry.
No, Mr. President, I was not confused at all because
No, I'm the one who's
Senator Go gave a seconding speech. So the motion stands. He is seconding the motion.
Pero yung
So-
laman, Mr. The reason I want to ask, because I will object with Senator Pimentel kung dismissal, but I will listen to the arguments kung remanding to the, no. So, may I ask,
With the permission
your
of the senator judges to have the floor, may we hear from the principal movant? Senator Bato is recognized.
Mr. President, my motion stands. I am for dismissal of the impeachment case, and I don't know if I am open. I am open for discussion. I heard the statement of Senator Alan Cayetano, but still, I have already filed the motion,
Okay,
Mr.
so,
President.
Mr. President, so let me continue now. I made my objection, and if I be allowed, just like the movant who gave reasons, if the objecting part of judge can also give his reasons, Mr. President.
What is the pleasure of Senator Judge Villanueva?
Mr. President, this is to somehow give this representation's point of view with regard to the pending motion. And as I made mention a while ago, Mr. President, I am also objecting, Mr. President, respectfully. But hope springs eternal, Mr. President. Bigla kong narinig yung binanggit ni Senator Alan and Senator Bongo. And if I'll be able to explain later after the minority leader, perhaps this representation would be able to encourage and influence the original movement of the motion. So I yield the floor to our minority leader, Mr. President.
Chair would like to save the time of the court, so the chair will in the meantime allow Senator Pimentel to make of record his position, presumably against dismissal. Thereafter, before entertaining
Against the
other
motion. Against the motion. Yeah.
against the motion, before entertaining other senator judges to speak, the chair will suspend the session in case the appeals made will change anything, so that we will pursue this matter and put a matter to a vote with certainty. Senator Pimentel may proceed.
No, I think, Mr. President, the motion has been made and this representation is objecting. So later on, we have to now process the motion and vote on it because there is in a collegial body someone is objecting. Mr.
Senator Pimentel, you may proceed.
Yes, Mr. President. I will not address the political statements of the movant and the seconding parties, Mr. President. Ang tanong nila kung makakain ba daw itong impeachment process, pero marami namang bagay sa buhay na importante rin na hindi nahahawakan. Tulad ng hustisya. Ang hustisya, hindi nga natin makita, hindi natin mahawakan niya, pero napakahalagang bagay po sa buhay ng tao. Ngayon, pagdating po sa konstitusyon, bakit inaangalan ko yung motion? The motion actually is unconstitutional, in the opinion of this representation, because according to Article 11, Section 3, Paragraph 6, per sentence lang yung babasahin ko, the Senate shall have the sole power to try and decide all cases of impeachment. So tignan natin mga fellow senator judges, sole power. So ibig sabihin ng sole power, tayo lang ang may kapangyarihan, ang Senado lamang ang may kapangyarihan na mag-try and decide. So litisin ang isang impeachment case at hatulan, desisyonan. Ngayon kung aayaw tayo kaagad, hindi natin na-try, ang try is litis, palabas yung mga facts para ma-apply natin yung judgment natin sa facts. Wala na pong matatakbuhang ibang body. That's why a motion which cuts short the entire process is unconstitutional. And then, same article, Section 3, Paragraph 4, basahin ko ulit ito, pero paulit-ulit ko na ito sinasabi when we were in legislative session. In case the verified complaint or resolution of impeachment is filed by at least 1/3 of all the members of the House, the same shall constitute the articles of impeachment and trial by the Senate shall forthwith proceed. I believe, and I think I'm correct, that the impeachment case against the Vice President falls exactly under the facts assumed in paragraph 4. This is the articles of impeachment filed by at least 1/3 of all the members of the House. Lampas-lampas pa nga sa 1/3 of all the members of the House. Therefore, what should the Senate do? Trial by the Senate shall forthwith proceed. So, trial means we bring out the facts so that we can now apply what is the mandate of the Constitution. Mag-decide tayo given the facts. Should that impeached official continue to remain in office, or should that impeached official be removed from office? High-ranking government official. So kung makita po natin, in two constitutional provisions, andun yung word na try, andun yung word na trial. So wala po tayong choice but to respect, lalo na ito, we fall squarely under this subparagraph 4 which I just read. We have to respect the decision of the overwhelming majority of the members of the House of Representatives, more than 1/3, because they are also the representatives of the people. If they find something worthwhile charging a high-ranking government official with an impeachment and impeaching that official, the Senate has no choice but to hold the trial. Bakit? Yung mga representatives ng taong bayan sa House of Representatives, gusto rin makita ng taong bayan, did they act properly? Did they act justly? Ano bang ebidensya nila? Ilabas yan. O kasi kung wala ring ebidensya, sinayang yung oras, sinayang yung resources, next election, lagot kayo sa inyong constituents. And then at the same time, a trial necessitates respecting the rights of the parties. We are also respecting the right of the impeached official kasi kaya nga tawag sa kanya, impeached officer na siya eh. So, na-tarnish na nga actually ang kanyang reputation in public service ng House of Representatives. The trial will give that impeached officer the chance to clear his or her name and at the same time maybe rebuild his or her reputation, Mr. President. And then, since the presiding officer, when we adopted the rules, when he made the motion to adopt our rules, we did not only adopt our Senate rules on impeachment, we also adopted some rules of the rules of court and then some circulars and some amendments. In a court proceeding, ito by analogy, we are actually like a court. In a court proceeding, since the judge should observe the cold neutrality of an impartial judge, yung mga pagkakamali or pagkukulang alleged sa complaint, sa information, it should be the affected or aggrieved party which should raise that before the judge or before the judges in a collegial body. Yun po yung tamang kilos ng cold, neutral, and impartial judge. Let the parties point this out to us. Therefore, even if you want to entertain this, although ako sabi ko it's unconstitutional, we cannot entertain this, in the normal court processes, this may even be premature to entertain because let's await the answer to be filed by the impeached official. Tignan natin if the impeached officer, will point this all to us. And then, sabi ko nga, ang daming facts na kailangan natin malaman. Did yung mga 10 days, 3 days, and then it requires familiarity with the rules of the House. So, Mr. President,